everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Carr now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
We ready?
Shotgun now for Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. And a look now at how the Broncos line up defensively.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. Jordan Matthews all by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jordan Matthews, 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First down, it's Ledge. On the right side, caught by Green. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. On second down, Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Nearly lost the football, but kept it after the fumble, but now they face a third down.
Now let's go!
Now Paxton Lynch on 3rd and long. And able to find Green. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Second down following the run.
Now let's go!
They run it again with Anderson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
One of the beauties of a 3-4 defense is that you have flexibility with your linebackers, and you can put them in different spots. But one of the downsides is an offensive team that's committed to running the football, you can get your big offensive linemen up on linebackers quicker, and that usually gives you an advantage in running it.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. 18 yards there and a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Lynch on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down. And we take a look now at the defense for the Raiders.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Sanders has it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Anderson loses the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run help salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Murray, the lone setback. Throwing on first down is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Here we go.
That was second down run for Murray. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Carr now on first down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now Lynch out to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Lynch hands to Booker. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Second down carry for Booker. A beautiful fake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Lynch on the keeper. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
Well, they gave it a shot. Quarterback sneak. Not able to get it.
No, but if you're going to call... Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the I. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. He only needed a few inches, but they stop him behind the line. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Hey, we gonna rally. Rally.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The good old toss play. And this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
15 yards there on the catch and run. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
All right, here we go.
Carr now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 46 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Ten yards still left on second down.
Here we go now.
On second down, Lynch. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Third down and 8 now.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, Lynch. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 32 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
on the counter now. It's Anderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
Again, Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
They go with Murray again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. Brief break in the action here. We'll come back to Oakland after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, Murray bulldozes past him. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We ready?
They go play action for Murray. Now Carr. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Now it's Lynch. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. From the gun, it's Lynch. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking that time for Leonte Carew. And 4th down coming up.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good pick up there on 20 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and
this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
4 yards remaining now on second down. Lynch looking to throw on second. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So the offense needing 4 yards. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Detroit! Detroit!
10th carry now for Anderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Lynch. He will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Simple slant route and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Leopard!
They come up in an offset eye. Back to the ground, Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Watch it now! Leopard! All right, here we go.
Lynch turns and gives to Booker. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hurry up, here we go! 3-19!
From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And caught, right side, Green. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. On 2nd down, Anderson. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. The whole group of Raiders there that time helped bring him down. Throwing, Lynch. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
We ready? Wide.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Riley, we ready? Wide and Yates. Wide.
Now Carr with a give to Murray. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Hey, long, baby. Alert. Alert.
Again, it's Murray. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Third down now following the run. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Carr going up top. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third and 2. Now Lynch steps away to his left. This is Booker on the dump off. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. One receiver left, 2 to the right. On first and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Design run for their wideout. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. But anytime you're picking up good yardage and setting yourself up on down and distance, offenses love that too.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right.
Green 39. Green 39. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun on third down, it's Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, first and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, Why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
We ready?
Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the third down pass falls incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on, and that brings up fourth down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Here's Marquette King now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go.
They start the drive with Anderson, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Second down following the run. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. On second down, Lynch. Green with a catch left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough third down awaits them.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They go play action with Lynch. Deep drop. He's got his man here. It's Green. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A run. It's Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Murray the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 6 yards there to bring up 4th. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
C.J. Anderson. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bronco score. C.J. Anderson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run the counter with Murray. Stays on his feet, and he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd down and 4.
Hey, we're gonna rally. Rally.
Murray the lone setback.
Rally. Here we go. Sit right at the 8.
Another pistol look here, and he'll get it up the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go. Oh, baby, alert. Alert.
They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
It is just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Raiders, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra